Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. Fair catch called for and made. Line gets set, first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Makes the grab, it's Scatterbo. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running back goes in motion.
Yes,
quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early.
They've got the play bottled up.
The ball.
It's out.
Oh, my.
Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field.
What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. 1st down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Zona Zoo had a huge celebration with a big win the last time they saw the Devils.
And it just felt like in that game, everything Arizona dialed up was working. Arizona State's defense in this game, David, they have got to play better.
They got to play better. They got to step up because last time the Sun Devils got that pitchfork stolen, and the Wildcats used it on them over and over again.
Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The first time the Sun Devils and the Wildcats met, Arizona wasn't even a state yet. It was 1899.
Reese Davis, a college football aficionado, and a history buff, too. Great history between these two schools, David.
Yeah, and it goes back obviously that long. So many classes, so much hatred. It's beautiful when rivalries really matter, and it matters to the people in Arizona.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing a shot toward the end zone. Fires the pass, intercepted. Really nice focus by the sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. First down to start the drive after the break. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, what a cut! And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And stampeding through the defense. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He rifles one deep to the left. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board.
Hey, what's up, Josh? Hey, Josh, can you see if the thing I put in the chat worked? Tell me if it works or not.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Scatterbo. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw for it. Throws for the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. It just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's McMillan. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Where he's just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Catch in the middle. It's Conley. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Motion from the offense. Quarterback checking off. Back to pass. It's Fafita. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. And thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can.
He smashes his way through again. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Arizona going back to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll line up for a second down play. He'll just keep slinging it. Good timing on the quick out. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down. He's dragged to the ground.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Lets it fly. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. He was showing off those wide receiver skills out of the backfield, making that diving grab.
And if you're going to be a running back nowadays, you're going to the wide receiver drills during practice. Like, you have to be a weapon that we can use all over the field. And you see why. He's got mitts. He looks like a wide receiver.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tie a 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Real. Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the AAC, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Arizona will put it away to start this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down here for the offense. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 45, on his way. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Makes the grab. It's Hughes. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's got the tight end. Tackled after picking up the first down. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Fleming. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. Nice job by the defender, just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really momentum not only of a series, but
plays to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunt.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Touchdown, Green Wave. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Looking for the two-point try. He wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down.
And they try to pass forward, and they complete the pass, and you just need a little second effort, something to break a tackle or maybe get in the end zone, but they weren't able to get it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what?
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They move the tight end all over. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Going to try to get it himself. At midfield, he's got room. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. The score, 2-8, 6.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. Stopped after making the catch.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Grab near the marker. It's Hughes. Lowers those pads. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. Looking for room. It's Hughes. Just ran over it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. Cares about double coverage. Just get it in there. Give your guy a chance. And it worked out that time.
And the receiver would definitely agree with you. It's a little bit risky, throw it in traffic, but trust your guy. You know, he's going to go up, make a play in the end zone. You can tell you've thrown that ball to him, and you trust him, and he goes and rewards you.
That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, running back on the move. Thrust that arm out. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Off the play fake. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Arizona! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
14, Arizona.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Got room at the 35.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Tulane right back to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end. Getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Quick release by the QB. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Unloads it left. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
Looking to throw on second down. Caught on the outside, it's Conley. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage.
On the play. Third down coming. That's the end of the first half. With the score, Tulane.
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away.
Number 91. Set to kick.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Green Wave.